Hey friends, it's time to make some art. I know life can get a little bit overwhelming sometimes, and it's easy to get bogged down with the stress of it all, but not today. Not today. We're gonna be making some fun, super duper easy art. Creativity is not about perfection. It's about expressing yourself, exploring, just giving yourself the creative freedom to just let go. And that's what we're gonna do today. Whether you consider yourself artistic or not, these easy, simple painting projects are gonna help you tap into your creativity, and you might even surprise yourself. First up, we have scrape painting. This is one of my favorite ways to create abstract art because it's unpredictable and it's really fun. All you need is some paper. I'm using watercolor paper today and a few paint colors. I'm just using simple acrylic paints here. Don't overthink this. Just blob some paint onto your board, your paper, your canvas, cardboard, who cares? Grab something and put paint on it, and then we're gonna scrape it. What I love about this is it doesn't have to be pretty. You can pour all of your emotions into it and then literally scrape them away. It's very therapeutic and messy in the best way. And each piece is completely unique. It truly is incredible what framing your artwork does. It makes it come to life, it makes it look professional. Are you ready? Like, that looks like I'm a real artist. Wow.
You can also try putting your paint along the edge of the tape and then scraping it onto the canvas that way. Once you have your little cards cut out, you can use these for so many things. If you had a business where you shipped products, you could use these as little inserts for your packages to offer discount codes. You could make these with your kids and you could use them as like place card holders for birthday parties. You can also make little tags out of these for your merchandise and then safety pin them to your products.
Shameless plug, this is from my archive collection and it is $22 and you can buy it on my website. I do have a couple other versions of the archive collection. Another shameless plug, the spring collection is out. Look, Whitney Baldwin home. It's legit. There is code SPRING for 10% off, you guys. So go check it out. Next up, we're gonna create some textured art with You guessed it, glue, kids glue, craft glue. I got my glue at the dollar store. Now this one takes a little like patience or preparation. This would be super fun to do like with your kids or in an art class if you prepared the glue part beforehand and then brought them to the event. You know what I mean? So I just mixed some regular old kids school glue into my paint. I switched the tops and they actually fit. So this one is about this much paint and about this much glue. And then in this leftover glue bottle, I put some paint in here as well. This one was a little bit difficult because it was like this much glue and the paint was on top. So I did put some water in here to thin it out. I think this way was better, adding your glue to a paint bottle that was like kind of nearly empty. You can do it this way, but I would definitely make sure your glue is about halfway gone. Add a little bit of water in there to dilute it, and like you can really shake it up, but I actually kind of like the happy accident that it didn't totally mix and it created like a marble effect. So there you go, artistic happy accidents. Make sure your glue layer is totally dry. I just let mine sit out and dry overnight and that worked for me. But if your glue piles and blobs are a little bit bigger, you might need to leave it dry for like a whole day. But just make sure it's totally dry. Then you can leave it as is. I really like it just simple, like just the painty glue dried as a diptych. Or you can take it one step further and you can color it in. I used watercolors and I just did a random mix of colors, a random mix of patterns on which areas I wanted to fill in the whole thing, and then you can frame that. Creativity is the process of letting go. Sometimes we start with a vision, other times we let the creative process guide us. Both are valid and both are equally as beautiful. Remember, the creative journey is not always about creating a masterpiece every single time. It's about the experimentation process, feeling what speaks to you, and just learning and enjoying the process. So I always buy my frames at the thrift store, and I came across these a while back. And they're kind of really strange to put together, but I'm going to show you how I figured out how to do it. So all the sides come apart, right? And then there's these like little tracks. Can you see the track? And then there's a track here. So this is where the artwork goes. And then this track is where your little corner pieces slide in. So each corner gets these little like L brackets. And you slide it on. Make sure your artwork and your glass and everything is slid into that middle track. And same thing over here. Once you get it kind of together, there are these little tiny screws that sit into those corner tracks. And then you just tighten them down. Not too tight. You'll hear the glass once they become like tight enough. If you happen to come across these types of frames in the thrift store, there's also these springs that slide in under the side between the backing and the side. I don't need them for this project because I have foam board and quite a few layers in here where I don't need the tension on all of the sides to kind of keep the artwork flat against the glass, but if you find these and they have springs, that's what they're for. Wow, that looks so good. This is really cool too. We did 3 layers. I would probably do this on a bigger sheet or a bigger canvas and then frame it, but use the same technique, but just have it on a bigger scale. I think it would have more of an impact. Look at all of the artwork we made, guys. You do not have to be creatively talented to make art. Let your fear and anxiety go and just have fun. Create some art. There's no right or wrong. There's no good or bad. It's just you creatively expressing yourself. Have fun. All right, I hope you guys got some inspiration for this. And if you do use any of these things, let me know. Tag me over on Instagram. Let me know in the comments below. And again, if you wanted to help support a fellow artist, I did make these tea towels and a few other things over on my website to help support my family. So if you wanted to say, screw corporate world, we're supporting smaller artists, I would love if you checked out some of my work over there. All right, I love you all. Mwah. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.